All right, we're still working on the Pythagorean Theorem. Remember that formula is leg squared plus leg squared equals the hypotenuse squared. Now we're going to fill in what we know. We know one of the legs is 3, but we don't know the other leg, and we know the hypotenuse is 5. So this time you're going to be finding a missing leg of the triangle. So 3 squared is 9 plus L squared equals 25. So think about, how would we solve an equation? We're going to subtract 9. And we're left with L squared equals 16. So if we want just L, the opposite of squaring is the square root. What number times itself gives you 16? It's 4. The missing side is 4. Okay, so let's look at this one. We have 6 squared plus a squared equals 10 squared. It's 36 plus a squared equals 100. So again, we're going to subtract 36. So a squared equals 64. Take the square root, and a equals 8. Notice in this problem, whatever we do, we're going to end up subtracting the leg squared from the hypotenuse. So when we do the next one, I'm going to show you a shortcut. All right, so remember we said we're going to take the hypotenuse. We're going to square it, but we're going to subtract the leg squared. And that will give me the other side squared. So 13 squared is 169. 25 is 5 squared. And that's going to equal b squared. So I believe 169 minus 25 is 144. How do we undo the square? How do we undo this? We take the square root. The square root of 144 is 12. Okay. Take the hypotenuse, the longest side, it's the side that's across from this right angle, square it, subtract the leg squared, and it will equal the other leg squared. So 20 squared is 400, I believe. I put it in my calculator wrong. Minus 144. So 400 minus 144 is 256. That equals b squared. So now we're going to take the square root of 256. That gives us 16. Okay, take the hypotenuse, that side that's across from the right angle, it's the longest side. 17 squared minus 8 squared equals b squared. On your calculator, you should be able to type in 17 squared minus 8 squared, and it'll give you 225. Okay, and you don't have to do it separately. Then square root, maybe you're learning this one, the square root of 225 is 15. 15 times 15 is 225. Well, this one does not look like what I'm going to know. 85 squared minus 51 squared equals a squared. The hypotenuse minus the leg. $4,624. I do not know the square root of that off the top of my head. So a equals 68 after I take the square root. Same thing, the hypotenuse squared minus the leg squared equals the missing leg that we're looking for. So 70 squared minus 42 squared is 3136. The square root of 3136 is 56. If you come across any that you're not sure how to do, take screenshots and please email them to me.